Okay, so my question is basically, you guys, like yesterday on stage with Scott going, "Oh, Waspinator," and getting squashed, that group atmosphere, how long does it take to get used to that if you're doing on a large show like Transformers or Beast Wars? Because I'm kind of wondering.
Vancouver's a smaller market, so we actually all live in one house. It's really awesome, and there's the yard with little fairies that dance when the medication. Yeah, Al actually lives in my basement. You talking about the camaraderie of working?
Yeah,
it's very like theater. You know, you may not know each other going into a show, but if you're working on a show together, like Beast Wars, because A, it's topical, B, was one of the things that made it such an amazing show to work on was working with these guys every day. You know, the cast that they assembled, the ensemble that they assembled. Really? Did you just do that? Yes, I did. It was so much fun to work on, and I mean that's always going to reflect in the product too. You know, there's relationships when you know, it's like any other form of acting. You have chemistry, you have relationships. The nice thing is when you're working on a series where you get a chance to kind of start to develop that, then the characters develop and the relationships develop. And a lot of that will just happen organically by the way, you know, your characters are playing with the other kids in the sandbox. Am I saying anything that's pertinent to this question
and that's
at all?
No, it is working.
Improv comes in, because sometimes your character develops so that you'll start doing things, you'll say things as your character, and then that'll bounce off somebody else who's in the show who will say things about their character. And that's where that relationship comes. It doesn't happen in the first, second, third, or fourth segment of the show. But it's really good when it starts to pick up. And just about that time, they kill the show.
Yeah. Watch the first season of The Simpsons. It's unrecognizable.
I think, right.
Dan Castellaneta started off Homer as his Walter Matthau impression.
Yeah.
It evolves.
I think that you were talking about something that was raised, and you used the one word. Try and get into theater. My mother literally, and my father literally, my mother literally and figuratively is the theater. But my mom was a soprano, okay? And my father, well, he was a teacher, but look, I got into the theater early on and I understood something about group ensemble playing. I was able to develop from there. Does that make any sense? Mm-hmm. You know, the people around me, they were helpful, they cared. I could play off of them, I could play from them. I saw things that I could use, things that they discarded, pieces. We were able to do pieces of shtick, we call it now, a business, you know, things, you know, transferring things and moving things around on the stage and using the mise en scène with the properties of the stage for our benefit. But yeah, I think that he's right, is that G.I. Joe, for example, was a great community of actors. We were a little community of actors, we were an ensemble.
Okay, thank you.
We didn't go home with each other. Don't get the wrong.
But we didn't go home with each other. Mike tried to go home with me. I refused.
We did that earlier to get the job.
You know?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Al, you were fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
He's a very gentle. Thank you.